Speaking of fears, what was your mindset when you left, like Wasabi? Like, were you not afraid? Were you relieved?
Oh, I was so afraid.
Mm.
I was afraid. Fear is like a good thing though. Fear kind of like motivates you to escape it. Fear is a good driving factor for your goals. You know, for me, my fear was not being able to get back to where I was, not being able to support my life financially. I think was the thing, because YouTube, if your YouTube don't work out, you're not gonna make anything. You know what I'm saying? So how do I afford to live in LA with that? And that was the main fear, and it just kind of just drove me to have the work ethic I had. That's why I posted 2 videos a day. I was like, I gotta keep doing this, no matter if I, keep working. Cause if you're talking about like daily habits, my daily habits were unhealthy. I would wake up around 8 a.m., work out, eat, start filming at 10 a.m., end at 10 a.m., edit from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m., wake up at 8 a.m., repeat for 6 months, which is great. That was all because of fear. I was scared.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I gotta do this. Okay, I'm gonna be unhealthy for a bit, but is it worth the sacrifice? We'll find out. And I figured that out after 50 videos. Like, okay, maybe I see some light. People actually like me for who I am, not like as Roy Wasabi, but as Guava Juice, and that kind of inspired me to take it further.
Let me ask you this: when it comes to fear, people in different areas of their life usually are in 2 camps. Fear usually either drives you, like what you said,
Yeah.
and the other camp would be fear causes inaction.
Yeah.
So why do you think that drove you to action versus like being paralyzed?
Being
by fear?
Well, I don't know. It was kind of, like I said, I needed to survive. I needed food, mostly because I was hungry. That's kind of a main factor. Boredom and food. If I can fix boredom and if I could obtain food, then I'm good. The reason why I didn't go to the other one, I don't know. I guess it wasn't worth going to the other one, knowing I could use that fear to my advantage. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like your relationship with the fear, like how you look at it. Even your thoughts on like boredom. That's another thing where it's 2 camps. Sometimes people with boredom would be, they would go to some unhealthy activity versus like you chose to use that energy for creative. So talk about that. Like why you sent that energy to something creative and productive.
I think, like I said, like I wanted to get to where I was, and in a way, I used that fear as a way. It's like, for me, it was like kind of like a competition, I guess. I knew where I was. How do I get there faster? And is there any way to beat where I was when I left Wasabi Productions? And I wanted that fear to motivate me to reach that goal. Fear of not being, I guess, as successful as I was at the time. Fear of failing. That's a huge fear. I didn't want to fail. I wanted to get to that point. And I guess I did, which was cool. But I have new fears now, which is kind of, well, I guess we'll get to that if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, okay. So your fears, even your fears evolve. That means you have to evolve as well. So my fear now is the fear to keep everything sustainable for the next 10 years. How do I do that since everything is changing so much? Since like Kappa, that's a new rule right now. It's messing with the YouTube algorithm. Creators are just being more cautious. They're not being themselves. They're trying to tweak and adjust, which is great. Like that's the challenge you're supposed to have. Challenges are scary. People don't like it, but in reality, you need the challenge in order to grow. And growth is a huge factor as well.